Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock. Happy Thursday. Well, actually, it's Friday. It's after 12 a.m. So, um, some of you guys are probably up, and some of you guys will probably um, hear the recording tomorrow. But either which way, I just want to say, hey guys, hey to my new subscribers. So grateful, so thankful, so honored, so humbled to have you guys here. So guys, I want to jump in. I'm just going to talk about a topic really quickly. In fact, I had maybe about two, three recordings in the last month. Well, last 2 months on this topic, right? And it's really about the misconception that all men are bad, or all men are dogs. And it's just not. It's not true. It's really not true. Like, I mean, I really know some really, really good guys. I really do. Right. And then I know some women who are just as guys. So we have to stop all these labels and this person is too this and this person too masculine, too. But listen, we all are trying to figure this thing out called life. Right. So at the end of the day, we all, capital ALL, all caps, we all need to just sit still, chill out, walk in our purpose and our calling, and wait on, if you haven't already met the person that God has designed for you. So, what's making me make this recording tonight is something happened a couple of hours ago, right? So I took my staff out to this restaurant. Like they really were doing a really great job. And so I decided to treat them and all this good stuff. However, they're still there. They're still there. Your girl just got home maybe like an hour ago. And so I was like, listen, I got to go. I got to get up early in the morning. I'm tired. Your girl got to go. So I left them there. But as I walked outside, right, my truck was parked. Okay, the restaurant has like a setup in the front where it's VIP. So, at the VIP, there's like a stand that you stand there and you wait on as the guys go and get your car, right? So as I was standing, waiting for them to go get my car, my truck, this guy pulls up in his car, very, very nice car. I think it was one of the new Bentley trucks. And so he pulled up. And so now he was being slick, right? He was supposed to wait in his truck until they brought my truck and then they can swoop his in. But he done saw your girl, he checking your girl out. So he decides, you guys know I'm crazy, right? So he decides to walk to the stand, and all of a sudden, well, how does VIP operate? Should I be here? Should I not be here? Should I be waiting in my truck? All this stuff. I done peep game, right. But I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him. So anyway, he was very, very, very attractive. Very nice looking guy. But most importantly, he was very respectful. He was very respectful, and he was you could just I can tell because I'm so aligned like that. His spirit was genuine and beautiful, which is rare. So as I was speaking to him, or we were conversing just about things in general, he was asking me questions about what was inside and all that stuff like that. But the more and more he speak, because Really? I thought I turned my GPS off. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I thought I turned my GPS off. The more and more we spoke, I could pick up on his spirit. Again, I'm an empath. If you guys don't know what an empath, he actually asked me, ironically, what an empath is. Guys, you can Google it, but basically, we all have spiritual gifts. Some people have the gift of wisdom, some have the gift of knowledge, the gift of teaching, the gift of discernment. I definitely have the gift of discernment. But I'm an empath, meaning if I meet you, right, we can have a conversation for 1 minute, sometimes not even that long. I pick up on your spirit. I can tell if you're good peoples, if you're a good spirit, or I can tell if you're just some old grime, or whatever you're going through. If you're having a great day and you haven't even expel that, I can pick up on that. If you're having a miserable day because you're going through a divorce or you lost your job and you're all sad inside, but you have the biggest smile, if you're around me, I can pick up on something ain't right, right? I may not be always be able to identify why you're sad or why you're happy, but I feel your energy. All my empaths, you guys know what I'm talking about. We feel it. And it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift because if someone is really going through a difficult time and they're saying, like, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, and they can be in a bout of depression, you can tap into that thing. You can tap into it and you're able to pour into them regardless of what they're saying they're feeling. It's not so good when you're around somebody and they're going through a really difficult time. They're going through a divorce. They lost their job. They're like life is just heavy on their shoulders. Because as an empath, you literally feel every single emotion. Like you're carrying exactly what they're carrying. And sometimes they don't even tell you what it is, but you feel the heaviness. So as an empath, what do you want to do? You want to fix it. But those are things that you can't fix. You can't fix their job. You can't fix their marriage. So now you go home, right? You are having a great day all day and you encounter this one person and now that heaviness is on your spirit. And so your whole day is heavy. So that's just a rundown of what I mean, it's so much more other stuff to it, but you guys can Google it, which is an empath. So anyway, as we were chatting, now I really don't know what took the guy so long to go get my car and to come get his car. Like I don't know, but we were out there for like 10 minutes. They got busy at the last minute, so I guess I don't know. Sometimes I don't question things because sometimes it's just the spirit moving, and I try to be intentional regardless of what I got going on, how tired I am. I try to always be intentional about if God needs me to just give a word, give a word. We ain't gonna have church in the parking lot, but I'm gonna give you a word. So the more and more we spoke, I mean, he was just so, respectful, but still captivated. But me, right, already picking up on his spirit, no, he's going through some stuff. So of course he's a man. I let him lead. I let him talk. I just listen, but I already know, once you finish it, listen, I'm about to give you a word. You ready for this word? You ready for this word, right? You ready for this word, right? So he's talking and he's talking. And again, he's very attractive. Like he's like the light-skinned guy with the pretty hair and the green eye. Like he's very attractive. But your girl don't get moved by that. I don't care about that external. Let me tap into that spirit, right? So after he got finished or whatever, I said to him, I said, well, first of all, I want to thank you truly, for just being so very respectful, because that is rare nowadays. But thank you for being so respectful, and thank you for all the props and the compliments and all that good stuff. I said, I looked at you. I saw you pull up in your Bentley truck. Saw you. You're looking good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give you your props. I can't give you my number. Your girl. I just can't do that right now, right? However, I can't give you my number, but I'm gonna give you a word. You ready for this word? Because I let you talk for 10 minutes, right? And I didn't say nothing, which is hard for me. But you ready for this word? And he just started laughing so hard because I guess he knew what time it was. I don't know. And he said, well, you know what? Before you start, he said, I won't lie. You're very attractive. Your presence is very da-da-da-da. He said, but I did pick up on something very different. He said, you're different. He said, you're different. He said, you're very intelligent, but you're different. You have a different type of energy. And then that's why I explained to him, about the empath and all that good stuff. So anyway, I said to him, I said, listen, I don't know what you got going on. It's none of my business. In fact, I really don't. I don't care, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know what you got going on. However, I can tell you this right here. You're a very, very good guy. Yes, you're very physically handsome. You're very charming. You're very respectful. You're a good guy, but you're that good guy who's really that good guy who likes, bad girls, right? And my spirit tells me that you've been hurt several times. And so you're probably here tonight looking for somebody. Could be hitting on me for that same reason. I don't know, you know. You're looking for somebody because you're trying to mask whatever current pain you're going through. I don't know if it's a breakup. I don't know if it's a divorce. I don't care because I can't give you my number anyway. But I need you to understand that you're going to have to sit home, or not sit home, but you're going to have to do what you got to do to sit in that pain, process that pain, allow God to heal that pain. Because as long as you are here mixing around and thinking you can meet this chick and that chick and that chick with your nice little Bentley and your beautiful little smile and your very great presence and your respect, right? You're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. But most importantly, what you don't realize is you're going to be responsible. You're going to be responsible if you meet somebody, including in this place tonight that you're going, and you know you're not fully healed, but you meet somebody, you get involved, this chick catch feelings because she can't feel through your spirit to know that you're really broken and you're hurting. Because you're the one that knows what's going on, you're going to be the one that have to deal with karma, law of attraction, whatever you want to call it. So you have to question, why are you meeting these people who are constantly hurting you over and over? Why is that hurt being overturned over and over like a Ferris wheel? You need to sit still. Literally, at this point, I'm his mama, right? You, and he was just quiet and just looking at me. He was so captivated to my words, right? But when I'm in spirit, right? So I said, you need to just go home. You need to stop sitting here trying to meet 1,000 women, trying to screw them, whatever you got going on. Deal with this hurt. Allow God to help you. Once he heals you, when you sit still, let him work on you and your own demons and whatever other stuff you may be fighting from the past. God will send you the correct person. But you're choosing wrong. And that's why you're getting hurt over and over. With that beautiful heart you have and that beautiful spirit you have, you are choosing the wrong woman. You're choosing based on looks. You're choosing on body. You're choosing on this. You're choosing on that. And these women are hurting you. Then he looks. Then he looked at me and said, and I quote, well, you're beautiful, you have a nice body, and your spirit is beautiful. I say, okay, well, thank you, but that's not common. Sorry guys, that's not common. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. I'm talking about you. Okay, thank you. But you're not going to meet a lot of people, men or women, who have what you consider to be external beauty and have the internal to match. That's rare. You can't have me, but I'm telling you that the majority of people in this world, men and women, and he started laughing. He said, you know what? He said, I just wanted to make you laugh. He said, I understand what you're saying 100%. He said, I appreciate you. He said, I haven't even sat here and told you anything about what I'm going through. He said, I'm going home. So he literally threw his hand up for the guy. Well, the guy finally brought my truck or whatever, and he's like, "Listen, never mind. I gotta go home. I don't even want to go in here. You know, my spirit is all like, I gotta go home. I gotta go." And it was so funny. And we just hugged like a little, a mask hug. Like a little careful coronavirus hug or whatever. And he left, and as he was pulling, I was like, "But you sure I can't get your number?" "No, you can't get my number. Go home. Let God process you, work on you, or work on your situation. Stop being out here trying to mask pain. Stop trying to, you know, meet people to overcompensate for maybe what you feel you're lacking, for whatever demons that you may be dealing with. But anyway, so that was that. And I say all this to say to my guys, you know, not all men, not all men, but the small group of men who truly are the good guys, right? You were really raised in that great foundation. Not always a two-parent household. Some guys are raised by their grandmamas, and even, you know, you're a great guy, but for some reason you are being, you know, you're gravitating towards women who have these empty souls. There's nothing wrong with a beautiful woman, right? I understand men are visual. I finally have that concept after working with men the last several years. There's just no way around it. Men are visual. That's the first thing they see, and there's just no way around it. And that's okay. That's okay. But I always just say, make sure she have the spirit to match. And that's out here. It's not common, but it's out here. Most times, girls who you see who are, you know, what you consider to be dime pieces, most of these chicks have the most darkest souls, right? But if you're so captivated by looks and body, you're not tapping into her soul. Instead, this looks is moving you, and you can mess around and go home with this chick, and you wake up and, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know. I just need a guy to help me with that. Email me and tell me, are there any guys who are not moved by looks first? Meaning it's spirit, it's she got something in her head, she got some brains in her head, and then you go for the looks, or is it solely looks first and there's no way around that, and then you tap into her intellect or her spirit? I don't know. I don't know. I really need help with that. But anyway, please don't ever change, guys. I know the world tells you that you need to be this and you need to be that and you need to be. No, you don't. No, you don't. They need to be like you. Those men need to be like you. So please don't allow one person or two people or three individuals who've hurt you to harden your heart so much that when you meet good women, that you run her off or you dog her because of what these other women have done. You have to be honest with yourself. Did you even consult with God to ask God if these women were for you? Or was that all flesh? Keep it real. So if that's all flesh, grace didn't cover that. You had no grace on that. So if that chick hurt you, you can't blame that on God. God was no part of that. There was no grace to cover that relationship. There was no grace to cover your heart. There was no grace to cover that process of you getting over her. That's why that hurt was so hurtful. That's why that hurt was to your soul. That's why that hurt almost made you feel like you could never, ever get over it, because there was no grace over that. That was all flesh. So I sympathize with you good men. I apologize for any women who have hurt you. As a woman, a grown woman, I apologize for any woman who have really hurt you and hardened your heart. But please understand that when you heal, there's a woman specifically that God always had designed for you. And when God presents this woman to you, you're going to kick your own behind for even thinking that that chick in the past was everything. Because you're going to now realize, like, oh my God, this is everything right here, right? So I hope you guys received this message. Email me. I got several of your emails. I'm going to respond to you guys sometime this weekend or sometime early next week. It just depends on what assignment I got coming up. So I just hope this helps someone because, you know, we got to stick together. We just got to stick together. The world is trying to tear us apart, our community apart. So we got to help each other. So I hope this helps someone. Good night, guys. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.